how you doing, everyone? This is Gerardo from businesswealthy.com, and today we'll be talking to Henry Barajas. He's a real estate agent here in San Diego, California. A little bit about me before I introduce our guest tonight. I have a background in mortgage finance. I owned and operated my own mortgage company and corporation, which was dissolved in 2008 and was forced to join the military because it was a last resort, being a single dad. And through the whole journey, I learned the skill of marketing as I was enlisted in the military, as a result of not knowing how to get new leads when I had my mortgage company because I was a referral based lender. And today we're going to talk about how we can implement a system put in place for your real estate business. So today we have Henry Bras in the real estate space.
Hey, how's it going, Gerardo? So for everybody listening, the way that we met and know each other is through our connection in the world of music. And we probably met 10 years ago, 10
About
plus
10
years
years
ago,
ago, yeah.
when I worked at Guitar Center.
Yep.
And so I worked in the high tech department, and you were in the world of music. You know, DJing is one of your pastimes, one of your
Oh, yeah.
passions, and yeah, I used to sell you a bunch of gear, and so that was my introduction into the world of sales. Was a commission-based job, even though I was in an environment that I really liked. I was there because of my personal passions. I also found out that I have another passion, which is for sales. I liked it. I was good at it. It challenged me. And after my time there, which was about 9 years or so, I had an opportunity to get into something that I would consider maybe a little bit more high level or more professional sales rather than the retail sales. And one of my buddies was opening a brokerage selling property and casualty insurance, which is auto, homeowners, renters, things like that. And he gave me an opportunity to come work for him. More importantly, he gave me an opportunity to kind of get out of the world I was in and move into a different world, which was great. It opened up my eyes to a whole new world that was out there for sales that I really hadn't seen before and hadn't taken the time to explore. And it was it was him and his partner and their first time business owners. Unfortunately, it did run its course in less than a year, but it set me on the right path. And after that, I got into the world of health insurance. I'm also a licensed health and life insurance agent. The company that I worked for helped me get those licenses, trained me. We were doing sales over the phone. I have licenses with all the major medical carriers. We were doing sales across 30 states, so we were very busy, high volumes of sales, high dollar sales. It was a lot of fun. I also ended up getting my Medicare license to sell insurance to seniors, as well as property casualty, health, life, Medicare. And then, unfortunately, that ran its course after we got bought by a corporation, and they closed the doors and laid everybody off. We had offices across 3 cities. These 2 guys had started the business. It's 2 guys doing it for over 25 years together, and they sold the corporation, which I guess is the goal of every business, right?
Sure.
At some point, you want to make a big score. Unfortunately, for everybody who was there making a living, and some people had been there for 10, 12 years, we all had to move on. And then I had another opportunity to go work with a friend who had been doing real estate for the last 12 or 13 years. He opened up his own brokerage. When he opened up his own brokerage, he offered me an opportunity to come work with him, but I was neck deep in health insurance at that time. So I was slow to come around. He did convince me to try to get my license on the side, so I ended up buying the online course, the prerequisite material required by the state to get my license. I slept on it, though, for like a year. And then when I got laid off, I thought, well, here we go. Here's a chance to get into this world now. And that whole process ended up taking from start to finish, because of the regulations of the industry and how long the state took to process my application, about a year. It took a long time to get started. So finally, here I am. And I began my journey by trying to call friends, old friends I haven't talked to in a while, like you, family, find out if there was anybody that could help me find any potential leads, anybody who is interested in buying or selling any real estate, anybody who might be personally interested in buying and selling real estate. You and I started talking last week, and it sent us off on this path here, and here we are.
Yep. You brought up a couple of good points there that I wanted to highlight for the people watching. When you were working in your insurance company doing sales, you mentioned that there was people in workplace, that work center, that were employed there for 10 to 12 years, and due to a merger or a buyout from a larger corporation or a company, you guys were forced to move on, and that's such a reality. That's a sad reality. That's a struggle, and that really is brings us to the baseline foundation as to why we're having this conversation right now. Everything we're about to get into is a skill set. This is not something you learn overnight. This is not something that is taught in high school, in a junior college, in a 4-year college, or even an Ivy League school. This is like subject matter expert, on the job training, in the trenches, like, hey, let me figure this out. You can actually get paid if you can connect people with service. And so today I want to be able to show you exactly how to build what's called a funnel, whether it's an informative funnel. So if you want to give information to someone, if you want to sell a product or a service online, or if you want to conduct your own webinar, we can do webinar funnels. There's so many different avenues of approach with what a funnel can accomplish. So you can build out multiple funnels for different audiences so that everything is specific to that person or that audience.
Yeah, I want to add something to
Sure.
that too, and I want to say that you're absolutely right. And anybody who's been in sales knows that the most important part of sales is your leads. And without any leads, it doesn't matter how talented of a salesman you are or how great your product is. Without any leads, you can't sell anything. And I worked in industries, and through all my journeys with insurance up into real estate, a very, very low quality leads, up to, just people are paying for leads that are recycled leads. They've already been called literally 10 times, or bunk numbers. Who knows how they even farm these leads. They're just any way that they can get somebody to write any kind of number down, and they sell them by the bulk to people. And it's a bunch of crap. It's wasted time. It's wasted money, all the way up to, like, even now, what I'm doing is a technique called calling your sphere of influence, your SOI, in real estate. It's a common sales term, but that's the way that you start in real estate, is trying to cultivate or farm leads just with people that you know. That's a lot of times in a business like real estate, that can tend to be where your first prospects or sales can come from, is people that you know. But you used a very important term earlier, which is target audience or target market. And when you're just cold calling, even if it's people you know, and like with you, I haven't talked to you in who knows how many years, over 5 years, and you're happy to hear from me. We have a great conversation, but
Sure.
Do I know if you're my target market? I don't know anything about that. It's just a hope, it's just hopefully you even answered the phone. You did. We're having a great conversation, and obviously it led to all this, but hopefully you're in the market for a property, buying or selling. Hopefully you know somebody who is. But it is not a very refined process, and can be a little bit clumsy. And obviously it's something that needs to be done. You want to talk to everybody you can when you're in sales, just to just to make your pitch, just to at least get a few minutes just to tell people where you're at. There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, if we had a process that could refine that and give me only leads in my target market, I mean, how much better would that be? How much better of a use of my time would that be? And your time.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not calling somebody who doesn't want to hear from me.
So I'm going to show you how to become your own lead generator. We're going to get into back-end access. I'm going to introduce the tools, the resources that I use to build and construct all of this web real estate, so that you can start building funnels into your email account. So when you pick up the phone, it's only people that want to hear from you.
You know what else I like a lot about what you're saying too, Gerardo, is that one of the things my boss, my broker, keeps covering with me is how important it is for me to try to get started with my first few sales by calling my sphere of influence and finding something in there. He thinks it's really important for me to learn how to do that, for a couple of reasons. One, because he doesn't want to invest too much money in leads in me if he doesn't know if I could perform, which totally makes sense, and I get it. But another reason is he's really trying to teach me a tool to fall back on when things dry out. Like with him, he had to take some time away from his business recently, and so when he came back, it was almost like starting over because he was gone for a time, period of a few months.
Mm-hmm.
And this was an important way for him to start building his business back up again. And I like the idea of that, but I like what you're saying, that this the idea of using a funnel and the process being more refined, but still building leads organically, because you can spend a lot of money, and as we talked about, time buying leads, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is a lot of uncertainty, and you might not get a good return on your investment. And a lot of times when you buy leads, it doesn't necessarily lead to anything more except that one sale you're getting right there that one time, and that's it. And it's in a whole cluster of all these other wasted leads. It's not connected to anything. It's just like this random thing. It's like an anomaly on the graph type of thing,
Yeah.
What I like about what you're offering is that you're not just offering somebody leads. What you're offering them is a system.
Exactly.
And it's important to have a system for generating leads and creating consistent sales. And I think that it's really important for people to understand that concept going into these kinds of sales, going to higher level sales, especially something like real estate. You can buy all the leads you want to, but you're just spending a bunch of money and hopefully making it worth it with the sales you make on the back end. What you should invest in is a system, and it's going to be a lot more rewarding in terms of not just the money that you make, but in the way that you spend your time and being able to reproduce that result over and over and over again. I'm really looking forward to this with you. I'm getting very excited talking about it with you.
You should, as you should. So let's get into this. We'll build this funnel. We'll end this call, and then we'll re-engage on a screen share on my desktop, showing you exactly how I construct this whole entire thing. We're gonna have an opt-in form. We're gonna have a headline. We're gonna have a logo. You're gonna be able to tap into a macro bird's eye view of what it will take in order to just build one of these out, and you'll realize that it doesn't take too much effort, as long as you have a mentor or someone that can show you the right path, the right way to do it. Because there's a lot of tools, there's a lot of resource, there's a lot of options out there in the marketplace for anyone that has an objective to deviate from that goal. And so the way forward here is to use a set of tools that are tried and tested and have been proved by me. And I have all the case study to back it up with analytics, data, money. I mean, I even log into my own bank account on. All right, welcome back, Gerardo again. And in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to build out a sales funnel or a lead funnel for your real estate business. So you'll navigate to the link that's provided below, and you will have a 14-day free offer with ClickFunnels. This is a system that I use. I find it to be one of the most efficient web tools and CRMs that I use to engage and stay engaged with my audience for various offers. And you can do the same for your real estate business. I already have an account, so we're going to log in here. Once I log in into the back office, you'll see that it's very simple to complete this. Click on funnels and build a funnel, add new, and then it's going to ask me what kind of funnel do I want to build. In this example, we're going to be building out a lead generation funnel for a professional service, and you want to receive their contact information. But we're going to do the industry of professional services. We're going to generate leads for a type of funnel, and the end goal is to collect their information. Henry said earlier, I'm not giving you, a strategy or an approach. I'm giving you more than just that. I'm giving you an entire system so that you don't have to be dependent or reliant on anyone else that is providing you or feeding you leads. Once we click what our desired outcome is, then we'll choose an application funnel would be best. When you get your free offer here, you can see how simple this system is. The JSON application funnel is a free funnel, and I don't have to do very much editing. This is what's called a WYSIWYG editor. So it's a drag and drop. There's no coding required. And as I'm talking, it's pre-templating and building up all of these things that I need so that prospects can come and experience my funnel. The first page that we get is a reverse squeeze page. The second page would be their application page, and then followed up by a thank you page. So once you're here on this page with this highlighted, you have a few options up top. You have steps, stats, contacts, settings, overview, automation, and publishing. We'll talk about all of these different things in a later video, and we might even uncover some of what those are in this video too. But for now, I just want to show you exactly how easy it is to build this out. And the first page, we'll just click edit page, and literally you can see that it's loading the editor. And as I hover over everything, everything just becomes so easy. All I got to do is just double click and I can highlight attention. And right now what we're going to do is speed this up so that you guys can just see how simple this is when building out funnels with ClickFunnels. At the end of this video, you'll have an option. We hope that you commit to connecting with us so that we can get a better idea as to who your target market is, who it is that you're trying to get in front of, what kind of deals and transactions you're trying to close, what level, high level, entry level, low to mid to high end sales, anything over and above 500,000, over $1 million, things like that, so that we can build out your ads and your offers for you, and you can keep concentrating on the things that are important in your business, such as building your network. We would love the opportunity to serve you and show you how we can help boost your business. So stay tuned in and keep watching the screen. You'll see that it's been sped up and cover this whole portion within this webinar in about 5 minutes. In reality, in real time, it took me about 20 minutes, but for the sake of busy schedules, I wanted to speed up the process so that you guys can carry on with your day. So stay tuned and we'll reconnect. So 19 minutes, I built out somewhat of a sequence. I think it's pretty good than most people can do in a couple hours, especially if you're a newbie. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot more to this. I've had this picture preset. I already have my logo done. Never let what you believe you need to have stop you from propelling yourself forward in business. There's many first steps in the aspect of business. So sometimes you got to do is just step back and take a look at the big picture and say, okay, well, while this logo is getting worked on, what else can I work on today? Who else can I reach out to? What else can I learn? What else can I do? This is exactly what you'll get when you start your 14-day trial with ClickFunnels. Reach out and we can build you out a custom funnel for your real estate business or mortgage business for $20 a month. So less than $1 a day per month, you can have an entire system and save yourself a few $100s. I pay $297 a month for the full suite. I do this for a living. I am a curator and founder of businesswealthy.com. This is one of my websites. If you like what you see, if you like the things that we're doing here, we want to reach out to you. We want to connect with you. We want to give you a free consultation. We want to show you exactly what we can build out for you. And we want to give you all the information that you need so that you can make a conscious decision for yourself, your family, and your business. With that said, this is your time now to rewatch this video and just see how simple it is and how quickly I do this in just 20 minutes. That 20 minutes can change your entire business. With that said, that the ball's in your court. I look forward to hearing from you, talking with you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. My name is Gerardo. We look forward to serving you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video or on a call to get in touch or to get started with your ClickFunnels account today.